cool. Right, so this next poem I haven't actually memorised, so sorry, Peter, I'm going to read it off my phone.
No, you're welcome to. Just ignore me. When it comes to me, it's probably fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're welcome to be you.
Right, so this poem's dedicated to everybody who works in the NHS. It's soldiers in white coats and blue scrubs. The men in suits always come to visit us when they need to be popular. The wrinkled old man, me with a tube up my nose. They promise to sand down the floors, to carry the nurses' bags. But they're not the ones who keep away the grime, who keep away the hunger. The men in suits don't have the time. So we rely on our soldiers in white coats and blue scrubs. The men in black shoes always visit us when they need to be popular. They always visit me when my bags are heaviest, when my bones are achiest. After I've just finished washing my hands, we wouldn't want to get other people's muck on their spick and span shoes now, would we? The man in the blue tie ignores me as he walks across the polished floors. He takes notice of the naked yellow sunshine, the cracks in the walls, and wrinkles of our exhausted soldiers, of our buildings stacked on top of one another, like a game of Tetris gone wrong. If we don't get enough ticks, it might be game over for all of us. The man with studded cufflinks points to the running junior doctor, with a crooked tie and wavy hair, pointing to me as I hold pink lansoprazole to quell Mr. Watson's raging stomach. He's an old man, I tell him. He can't take much pain, I tell him. We're understaffed, I tell him. I'm always running, I tell him, from patient to patient, from nurse to nurse, to the senior doctor to decode my colleagues' hieroglyphics. The men in suits line us up for a final register. They straighten their ties, they uncrease their trousers, they clear their throats, inspecting every single one of our loyal troops. The junior doctor still panting furiously. The nurse displaying a polished silver watch as if it were a war medal. The cleaner of his trusty mop and bucket always standing by. The hospital consultant whose forehead displays his battle scars. The electrician protecting the light bulb's modesty. And me, the civilian, with a tube up my nose. The men in suits take out their checkballs and pens. One cross is all we need to be dissolved. Our victories will be forgotten. Our trophies will lie buried underneath the dirt, never to shine again. Thank you. So this final poem is dedicated to all the carers and the healthcare assistants out there. As a former carer, it is a thankless job and sometimes you feel very underappreciated, but people do appreciate what you do and you do great work. This I am a carer. I care because I do, it's true. Even when you forget that you can't walk, you can't talk, your body's shaking, your mind's quaking with the fear. Year after year, you plead to God to let you die. And even when you fight me, bite me, attack me, back me to a corner, or call me a cunt and tell me to fuck off, I know it's terrifying. You're crying, dying, craving relief from the pain, but you remain. And I am carer. And I am English, Polish, Romanian, Ghanaian, Filipino, Mauritian, Indian, Chinese. But it doesn't matter where I'm from, my background. When the horrors abound, I'm there. And all I want to do is to crawl into bed, because I know your head is swarming, the lies are spinning, and the demons are winning. And all I can do is hold your hand and say, all be okay. Well, we both know, you'll never be okay. And I am a carer. Even my back's breaking, head's aching, body's baking after a 12-hour shift where we're short-staffed. Pushed to my limits, work till I drop until I flop into bed. Let me make a confession, this is a thankless profession. But you don't do it to be thanked, right? Be nice. Have a slice of gratitude. Let me know doing some good. And I love it when you smile. It's all worthwhile to see you happy. Happy and smile. I say, don't pay my bills. Me scraping by a minimum wage. Can you gauge my desperation, my frustration? As my manager hates, the editors can't wait to complain. And my brain is fried. When I helped, never hesitated. Maybe I'll leave, go somewhere I'm appreciated. And I'm a carer. As you play chess, it's you raise and I call your bluff. And I love our sing-alongs. It's a long way to Tipperary, and sure, I'll hug you when it's scary. Because we'll paint Jackson Pollocks, and I don't care if they look like bollocks. We'll dance to Dean Martin, tuck you in your little wooden bed. Ain't that kick in the head? And I'm a carer. Through bureaucracy, through the hypocrisy, through CQC keeping tally, every rule we've broken, it's unspoken that we are the soldiers sent to the front lines with the generals in their ivory towers. And when all we reap the spoils of war. And let me say something to those who know nothing. Wiping asses, it ain't the worst part of the job, not by a long shot. Worst part is seeing you wither and decay day after day, not eating nor drinking. I'm thinking, where's the relief as you struggle to breathe and I want you to die? Not because I'm cruel, I'm two-faced, but you'll be in a better place. And I'm a carer. I care because I do, it's true, but who cares about me? Not my corporation, the pen pusher administration, paying me minimum wage like I'm shit in their shoe. Let me tell you, you don't have your bonuses, your BMWs, you've been making 2 mil a year. It wasn't for me, the sweat of my brow, the strength of my back, my commitment to the cause. I ain't asking for a round of applause. Simple thank you would do. Not being treated like I don't matter, like I'm expendable, because I know I'm indispensable. Because I know I'm the best person to care for your mother, or your father, or your brother, or your sister, or your husband, or your wife as they fight for their life. I am a carer. I care because I do. It's true. But who cares about me? Thank you very much.